is out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Yeah.
Out of.
Correct.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, what we gon' hear today? Rockets in the beard, okay. That Mike Trout bag got you hating your career today. On the mic, I be nice. On the mic, I be nice. It's hot as Phoenix sun. It's cold as Coyote ice. Back in my vibe. There you go. Right quick, drip, like tears on the first drop pick. I'm Merrill Spence with the wins. Undefeated, check the list. 23 and 24. Who you got? We short on crowns. Keep it real, say what you feel, but homie, don't go out of bounds. Out of bounds. Who your team? Do they got trophies? Do they got rings? This is out of bounds. No Cowboy, but this is easy. And I don't mean Virginia Tech when I say what's up to VA. This is out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Out of bounds.
Welcome to Out of Bounds.
Out of bounds. Out of bounds.
Yeah, this is Out of Bounds.
Why?
Out of bounds. Out of bounds.
We in here. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best thing that's gonna happen to you Tuesday, because look, man, somebody gonna be disappointed at the election tonight. Okay? Somebody gonna be disappointed. You know, at least with our show, you can get, you know what I'm saying, you can get your fix. You won't be disappointed if you check us out. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know.
A little entertainment, little laughter, little, everything. We got everything going on.
Listen, the only thing that we going to say about the election is right now, and all it is vote. If you ain't vote, I don't know if the polls is closed yet, but
yeah, wherever you are.
You better get that bitch in.
Yeah.
Get that bitch in. Anyway, no more election talk on the show tonight. I am your boy, VA Verse. Down at the bottom right there, you're going to see my man Dress Sock, and over to my left, look,
how you slide in this
motherfucker.
Slid in.
Slide in, baby. Let me slide out on.
He slid in first, like he was coming in the home right there, like, yo, safe.
That's right.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, so we in the building, man. What's up, man? How you guys' week been?
Good, man. It was good. Sorry. Watched some good football this weekend. Watched some bad football this weekend. Just good week, to be honest.
Can't complain about the week. Dodgers got it done, so another championship for LA. But I'm on the coattails of that bad football. Injuries are killing a lot of teams' hopes and dreams right now, mine's included. So, there you go.
Yeah, tell me about injuries, man. Listen, I made a fantasy. I made a trade. I traded my injured receiver for what I thought was going to be a decent number one and a decent. It was a number one receiver and a number one running back for their respective teams. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get some production out of these two guys. But after I made the trade, they both got injured like right after I made the trade. So I just traded my top tier injured wide receiver for two respective number ones that are injured, like so.
That sucks.
The woes.
That sucks.
Yeah, a lot of fantasy owners are going through it right now. I'm in that number.
Not Dread.
Yeah, Dread's running away.
No, I just lost. I lost 2 in a row right now. Lost 2 in a row.
So what you like 6-2?
Yeah, that's good.
Second place though.
Punk ass Ezekiel Elliott.
Congratulations. I'm like 2-6.
Dak Prescott got hurt, and that motherfucker Zeke just stopped running.
Yeah, that's crazy. You would think that Zeke is a goddamn would be a gold mine. His quarterback out. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
First and second quarterback out.
What can you say?
First, second quarterback, every single offensive lineman. Yeah, we're not running with our number ones.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking wide receivers, those are the only ones we have out there running number one. But we ain't got a quarterback that can get them the ball. So what's the big deal?
I was about to say, you still got to get him the ball. I was just about to say that.
Ben DiNucci.
DiNucci.
Hey, I was watching for some reason Skip noticed, but he know his like middle name and shit, and his initials is BAD.
Bad.
And Skip was like that. Skip was like, "Yep, he played bad too." I was like, "How do you know this guy's middle name? Are you looking for that shit?"
He had to look it up. He had to. And I bet you when he saw that it spelled BAD, he said, "I gotta run with this.
Yeah,
I'm running with this. This is mine."
Yeah, that man. That was like some of the worst football I ever seen. Like Danny Dimes ain't good, but man, he's way better than the dude that just walked out there for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Over himself.
Danny Dimes is trying to make it a game.
Anyways, we have football on our plates tonight. On the plate of our topics tonight. Let's review last week real quick. Just real quick, go over it. Falcons, Panthers. Falcons beat the Panthers 25-17. Vikings beat the Packers 28-22. That was a shocker to me. I would have took the Packers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took the Packers on that game.
Yeah, what you doing, A-Rod? Bengals took the Titans down 31-20.
That was a shocker.
Mm-hmm. Chiefs did what they were supposed to do. Chiefs did what they were supposed to do. We don't have to say the score. Colts beat the Lions 41-21. Colts looking all right. Steelers, Ravens. Steelers undefeated. We're talking about that a little later. Yeah. Ravens having some trouble. We'll talk about that later.
We picked the Ravens to win that game.
Yes, we did. Dolphins over the Rams. I think you took the Dolphins, did you not?
No, I didn't take the Dolphins. I just said Tua was starting and he might do something.
Oh, yeah, because I said the Rams was going to run him out of there. Yeah, so I was wrong, for sure. Dolphins win 28-17. Patriots lose another game. It looks weird seeing that name losing to the Bills, 24-21. Bills looking great. Raiders, don't like that they winning games. I don't like that. Raiders beat the Browns. Chargers over the Broncos over the Chargers, my bad. 31-30 in a rough one. Broncos got a nice little solid victory right there. It's a valuable victory.
Yeah.
Oh, Saints over the Bears, 26-23. I like that. I ain't heard from Corey since that game. 49ers. Go ahead.
I said, damn, just put people on blast.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he ducking me or nothing. I just ain't heard from him since that game.
You just ain't heard from him.
That's all. 49ers fall to the Seahawks. Got to be a tough one.
Yeah,
we'll talk about the 49ers and the Seahawks a little later. Cowboys fall to the Eagles, another division loss.
That was 2 trash teams playing.
Yeah. Bucks and Giants, we got them on Monday. We didn't ask for it, but it was 25-23. It was 25-23, so it was a good game.
Better game than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, me too. Giants still fell, though. All right, so going over that, we can get into talking about the aftermath from Week 8. Steelers are undefeated. Steelers are undefeated. How far do you guys think they can take this?
I got them. They're playing at Dallas, at home versus Cincy, at Jacksonville. I think these are 3 winnable games. So I think in 3 weeks when we bring the same question up, Pittsburgh may be 10-0. No disrespect to Dallas, but I just don't see. I'm gonna see Pittsburgh losing these 3 games coming up.
Yeah, right, man. You better respect the Cowboys. We're about to smack the shit out the Steelers.
That's what I'm talking about, Doc.
I'm actually terrified if Andy Dalton comes back. I'm terrified because you got Bud Dupree and TJ Watt.
Man, them dudes are no joke.
And
they don't get enough credit.
Yeah, them dudes like to get to the quarterback, and my quarterback stands still. He don't move like Lamar Jackson does. So if I was him, I'd pretend that my concussion still ain't cool and send out Ben DiNucci.
Yeah.
The DiNucci. Ben DiNucci of the Flying DiNucci brothers.
let DiNucci go ahead and play that game, and then I'll come back the following week.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
DiNucci. I don't like his name.
Yeah.
Like his name.
So
DiNucci.
yeah, I'm actually not looking forward to that game because Steelers, Eagles, and 49ers are the teams that I hate losing to the most. And so anytime you lose to those teams, it just hurts a little bit more. So, but definitely, I think the Steelers, have them. I got them in the playoffs, obviously, but I still don't have them going to the Super Bowl. I still think Baltimore will be able to overcome that. So I'm sticking with that pick. But I don't know, man. The Steelers are looking good. Ben's looking good. He did have a little flexing of the elbow situation that he had to take care of, but obviously that was cool because he came back and still was slinging it. So Steelers looking good, man.
As far as Pittsburgh in the playoffs, we also got to think about Kansas City, who they may have to go through as well. So I see them in the playoffs, but I don't see them beating Kansas City and Baltimore to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I got I'm just looking at the schedule. Look at the Steelers go. Cowboys, Bengals, Jags, Ravens, football team.
Washington. Oh, yeah, football team. My fault.
Bills, big matchup. Bengals, Colts, ended off with the Browns.
They technically could only lose one, maybe two games.
That's what I was saying. I got Baltimore.
The Ravens and the Bills.
That's what I was looking
at.
Yep,
those are the two games I got. Yep. Those are the two games I got that they can probably lose. Yep, that's true right there. That's true.
Well, I guess it depends where they're at that final week when they play the Toilet Bowl Browns.
They might send people or whatever. But, that's a rivalry game, so.
Especially if you got the number one seed.
Mike Tomlin might play them dudes anyway because that's a rivalry game. Even though the Browns are trash, we talking about Cleveland, Pittsburgh, so they might play that last game. But obviously, we'll have to see when we get there.
If you already got the number one seed locked in, you're not going to want to risk any of your players getting injured, especially if playing the Browns. We already seen what happened last year. Just make sure. What's the quarterback's name? Mason Rudolph or whatever the hell his name was last year.
Yeah.
Just make sure he ain't playing.
Yeah. Mason Rudolph. Yeah. That's for sure. We'll get a whole extra side game in that.
It is funny how just a couple years ago, like we were wondering if Ben Roethlisberger was going to retire. Well, we weren't wondering. He was making it seem like he was.
Yeah.
Yep.
And your Steelers right now are at the top of the league. Best record in the league. The defense is looking great again. That's been their issue for the past few years. Do you guys think that's what it is for the Steelers? Was got them playing so great, or you think it's Ben playing good football? I mean, Ben looks like Ben to me.
Ben looks like Ben. Ben doesn't look like an old man that's probably going to get ready to retire. We also got to give Mike Tomlin credit as well because he got them dudes playing like if they lose again, they're not going to make the playoffs. I mean, the defense, the defensive ends are getting to the quarterback. Defense is playing good, putting pressure on the quarterback, and that's how you win games. So.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember last year, Steelers still won 9 games without Ben.
Mm-hmm.
So they were still playing well. They still played offensively well, and it was their defense. And I think now their defense is I don't know, faster. Shit, I don't know. Like them motherfuckers is
healthier for sure.
Yeah, healthy. They're definitely healthy. So maybe it's just all of that, like the health, and then the pickup of Fitzpatrick, and like they had a few players that they picked up mid-season last year that they are now like 100%, one complete year with the team. So maybe all the plays and everything is starting to become cool for them, and they're just playing well. I don't know.
Minka Fitzpatrick was a gift for Pittsburgh. So definitely gotta point that out. I think the Dolphins, I mean, they were beefing and all that, man, but the Dolphins could be a lot better if they'd have kept him. But we won't know. We'll never know that.
The Dolphins were in sell mode to get Tua, and now you sold everybody, and now it's like now you got to try and win with the players that you sold to get that pick.
you got what you wanted. Now you got to win with it.
Yeah. So.
I think the Steelers are gonna end up with a really good record. How you guys feel about the Super Bowl chances, though?
I still think Baltimore. Still gonna stick with Baltimore. I think the Steelers are gonna have to play either Baltimore or the Chiefs, and if they take down the Chiefs, I think they're gonna put everything into that game. That then they're gonna have to try and figure out how to stop that. The running game of Baltimore. Mm-hmm. So I think it's going to be like just the mentality of going up against the Chiefs, firepower, and then if you succeed, then you have to face the Ravens' firepower. So
that's a fact.
For a third time in one season, because obviously they're division rivals.
Right.
So then playing Baltimore for a third time, they already seen what you had the first two games. Even if you get past Baltimore, you may have to go against Kansas City. Mm-hmm. I just don't see Pittsburgh. Again, as I stated earlier, I don't see Pittsburgh making it to the Super Bowl, but they're a shoe-in to make playoffs. Absolutely.
Interesting. Well, they had their schedule was definitely light this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely had some light at the beginning of the tunnel.
At the beginning of it.
And at the end. They had light all the way through the tunnel.
All the way through.
Yeah, because think about it. They played the Eagles, the Giants, the Cowboys, the Redskins. The football
Texans.
team. The Texans. You got Cincinnati twice. You got Cleveland twice.
Yeah.
That's 10 teams right there that are just like,
Yeah.
Because no matter how high 2 weeks ago you were on Faker Mayfield, he proved last week that he can't get it done because two field goals against the Raiders. So
that's why. Yeah. That's why they need to put Jarvis Landry in at quarterback.
The best quarterback Cleveland ever had.
Best quarterback on their team.
What's his quarterback rating?
Man, you don't even want me to go into his stats, man. They excellent.
158.3. The best rating you could have.
You know what I'm saying? I think he throws for a touchdown. I think he's thrown a touchdown like 50% of his passes.
Yeah.
I think he's throwing 100. I think he's throwing 100% completion rate this season. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going by how they like to talk about the stats.
Stats, yeah.
How they read the stats.
Yeah.
But yeah, so people asking me if I'm free. I'm look, this is what I'm gonna do. Somebody just text me right now. You might have heard the sound because my bad, I got that hooked up. Somebody text me just now, ask me if I'm free. I'm gonna text them back the YouTube link.
You tell me if I'm free.
That's my guy Sean though, man. If he click on, he might see it because the feed's a little late than we are. But yeah.
Shouts to Sean.
Shouts to Sean. Yeah, I'm busy right now, brother. All right, where we at? All right, so while I'm bullshitting around, we also got the Seahawks at the other end, on top of the division on top of the conference, the NFC. How you guys feeling about their record and their possibility of making the Super Bowl?
the mighty NFC West. The leaders of the mighty NFC West. They got Buffalo. They got LA. They play Arizona again. That's their next 3 games. I got them beating LA. It's going to be a close game. They might beat Buffalo, but I think giving Arizona a second chance to play Seattle, that might be a game that they may drop. After that, they got Philly, Giants, they got Jets, they got the Washington football team, the Rams again, and my damn Niners again. So once they get these next through these next 3 games, the playoffs are bust at that point. As far as the Super Bowl, they may have issues with New Orleans, and depending on how Tampa Bay, what do they call them, Gronkaneers or whatever,
the Gronkaneers,
they can bounce back.
That's what they call them?
Tampa Bay Gronkaneers. I've seen this somewhere before the season started.
Tampa Bay Gronkaneers. My God.
If they can get it together, I mean, they getting Antonio Brown. So if they can mesh in jail or whatever, they might be a tough out as well. So it'll be interesting to see. Super Bowl, I'm not sold just yet. But I do have Russell Wilson as an MVP, so I'm sounding like I'm contradicting myself. But,
really.
we had to see in the playoffs.
No,
let's see in the playoffs.
You can
win the MVP and not make the Super Bowl.
That's true. That's all true.
Not make the conference championship.
Yeah.
That's all true.
You can win MVP and get swept in the first round. My bad. My bad. Seahawks to the Super Bowl. I don't know, man. That's like a 25% chance, I think. Because you like Ricky said, you got Tampa Bay, then you got the Green Bay Packers, you got the Chicago Bears, you got the Saints, you got the Cardinals, who's also in that division. You also got the Rams, and you got. That's it. We're not even going to say nobody. We're not going to talk about the NFC East. So you got a good 7-8 teams right there, all right now that are in that 6-2, 5-2 record wise and stuff. And so it's going to be a good finish to the end of the season because a lot of these teams are playing the same teams.
Yeah.
It seems like the NFC East division is playing everybody.
Yeah, it does. Why does it seem like that?
When you start running off teams and who they're playing, I'm like, damn, they're playing them too.
Yeah. I noticed that too. We was talking about that because I accidentally pulled up the Niners schedule and I noticed they was playing them too. So
yeah, we got the Niners on December 22nd. The Cowboys do. Mm-hmm. That should be a fun game.
Yeah, at this point, it should be fun.
So the injury bowl.
The injury bowl.
The IR bowl.
And look, the winner of that game is also, the winner of that game is also going to be the loser of that game because it ain't going to move nothing.
No.
So I'm going to say 25% chance just because you got too many teams. Of the 7 teams that can make the playoffs, I think 6 of them are way too strong.
Yeah, NFC is still really strong division. Conference and shit. I keep saying it's a division. I got the Seahawks. Making the Super Bowl, man. I got Russ turning it up a notch, getting it done. DK Metcalf is coming out this year. Tyler Lockett, like we said, is a lock. That boy's a lock.
Yeah.
They making trades. I don't know, man. I'm betting on Russ. I think they can make it out of the NFC. I agree with you guys on the Steelers, though. I don't think the Steelers will make it out. But they playing well.
They are playing well.
You taking Seattle over your Saints now? Because at the beginning of the year, you picked the Saints.
I did, man. I'm taking Seattle over the Saints, man. I'm sorry to say I'm jumping that shit, brother. You already seen what I said. Like, for us to get shit right, everything had to be perfect, and Breeze had to play well, and everything's not perfect. So that's not going. Look, man, Breeze out that bitch, and we could just transfer over to that off of the Seahawks, man. Breeze, is losing targets, bro. He's losing targets. It's like when you got a live feed, you know what I'm saying, and you got some people in, and then you start, out of nowhere, you just start to see the numbers go down. You just start losing. Like I had 10
like,
10
damn, what did I
viewers.
say?
I had 10 viewers. Now I only got one, and that's me on my other phone. Like, like he's start. I mean, granted, I already feel like they overused Kamara in the receiving game, but now they really got to throwing the ball to him a lot, not having a lot of receivers back there. Who's injured? Michael Thomas is injured. Emmanuel Sanders is injured. He had COVID, I think. Who was out for COVID? Was it Emmanuel?
Yeah, I think Emmanuel was out with COVID.
And somebody else was out too. I mean,
No,
Drew Brees.
Emmanuel was playing. Emmanuel played a couple weeks ago.
Somebody else was out for COVID then. Can't remember
Maybe
exactly.
he was an injury then for him.
But yeah, then they out there throwing passes to what's his name? Prince. Not Prince. Damn it. The other quarterback, number 7. I feel bad. I forgot my man's name. Taysom Hill.
Yeah, Taysom Hill. Yeah.
Taysom Hill. My bad, bro. That's my guy. I forgot his name for a second. In my head, I was like Taysom Prince, and I was like,
and I was thinking Prince.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say like Prince of Mukamara or something.
Yeah. I was like, look inside him.
But yeah, Drew Brees threw a touchdown pass to that guy this past week. Like, it's getting bad out there. The Saints are gonna fall off. I mean, you got the Bucks coming up. Granted, you might not have to worry about the Panthers and what are those guys' names? The red guys with the black bird.
Atlanta something, right?
Atlanta. Oh yeah, that is in Atlanta, huh? But anyways, and you don't have to worry about them guys either. But with so many teams playing so well in the NFC West, they might take up all of the wild card spots.
Yeah,
that's true.
If you're not, it's looking like if you're not winning your division, it's probably gonna go to one of them. The wild cards is going to. Luckily, we got 3 wild cards this year in the new system, so that's a little different. But yeah, I don't know. I'm off the Saints. Y'all got some encouraging words for me or something?
Yeah, man. It's the same that I'm gonna say to my team. Wait till next year. Wait till next year, man. That's it.
Yeah, but the problem is you don't have to wait till next year. You guys could win Sunday and you're number 1 in your division.
How about that?
So you're not that far off. You're not like the Cowboys who got 2 wins or the 49ers that got 4 wins, but in the hardest division possible to try and win.
Yeah.
So you're not that far off. I do want to ask you, is it time to think outside of Drew Brees?
Yeah, I think
do you draft a quarterback or do you trade for one?
I think that the mistake that the Saints made was not trying to convince, or I don't know if they tried to or not, but not succeeding in convincing Teddy Bridgewater to stick around because Teddy Bridgewater, no pun intended, could have been the bridge quarterback for us. You know what I'm saying? If Drew Brees leaves, we have a serviceable quarterback, a pretty good quarterback who can bridge us until we maybe get our next franchise guy. Because, while Ted Bridgewater is, like I said, I'm not saying it from a standpoint of that he's not good enough or anything like that, but, Bridgewater's quarterback-wise has probably got, as a mobile quarterback too, how many more years does he have in him? Probably not franchise quarterback years, so I think that was a mistake. I think Bridgewater definitely showed that he could be a serviceable quarterback, and he got what he deserved because he probably wouldn't have got the money he deserved staying in New Orleans. But I don't know the process of if they even tried to keep him or if they said, "Hey man, go out and get your money." We respect that. We respect that.
Good luck. Right.
So I don't know,
Right.
but I do think it's time.
I think they let Bridgewater walk because didn't they give Taysom Hill a contract?
I hope they don't want
Or
Taysom Hill to be rich.
No, I think he's due for a contract this year. I think that's what it was.
I thought
So do you want them to trade for a quarterback or do you want them to just draft?
No, we need to find somebody. I mean, I don't see many people out there to trade for.
we got a quarterback for you.
We got a quarterback for you.
No, we don't want that. We don't want neither one. We don't want Garoppolo.
We got a contract. Look, we got a contract. We'd love to dump off of y'all right now.
Hey, actually, that contract is actually really good because they said that Garoppolo is supposed to make $24 million next year, and none of it is on the books.
That is
so
a good thing.
They could drop his ass and they won't touch their books. But
let's not go that far. We got to have somebody already in place before we drop his ass.
Cowboys got a quarterback for you.
Hey,
got a trade. Send us Cameron Jordan, and you can get Bad Man DiNucci.
There you go. Of the Flying DiNucci brothers.
We don't even want draft picks.
Just take him.
No, I'm just playing. I was thinking like a Sam Darnold situation because I think the Jets are going to, well, depending on whether Trevor Lawrence comes out or not, I think the Jets are going to try and go for quarterback as the number one pick. And that's going to put Sam Darnold on the block. So.
Yeah, I think Bridgewater got his bag just because of the dress rehearsal last year. Everybody saw that how he played in place of Drew Brees. So I knew somebody was going to sign him.
5-0.
But I was also thinking that New Orleans would have tried to throw something at him.
It says right here. It says right here. This was printed up in March of this year. It says that they perceived Bridgewater's market value to be $86 million over 4 years, which is $21.57 per year. And you were right, Sergio. The Saints put a what is it called? A first round tender on Taysom Hill.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if the Saints had that.
No, nobody was giving you guys a first round pick for him. It was like they was like, go ahead and keep him.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I think it was just the money.
Yeah.
I think it was the money. It said there that
money.
It said there that that Teddy didn't close the door on coming back, but he was definitely keeping his options open. So, I mean, as a quarterback who's been through the down period that he went through, you gotta get your money.
Right.
You gotta get your money.
You gotta get that bag because you never know. You never know.
Because he's went through it. He went through it almost the end. It was almost the end for him.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know who's gonna be our quarterback. I love Breeze, but it's gonna be downhill from here. This is just my view. I don't think Breeze is Tom Brady. That height is gonna hurt him in his later years. He's been overcoming that. She's been overcoming that his entire career, but
right.
But
you can only go.
Once Father Time start touching your back, you can't use them tippy toes like you used to.
Mobility and all that starts to decline. Trust me.
I know his toes be aching, boy. That nigga stay on his toes. Damn, Bree.
His knees too.
That man got the biggest calves in the world.
You know what I'm saying? So when he was a kid, somebody told him stay on his toes. He took that shit to heart.
He took all the way to now.
All right, nigga. I've been on my toes. I've been on my toes since '84. What you talking about?
10 toes down since '84.
10 toes down.
Since '84. What you mean?
10 toes down since '84. What are you talking about? That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. So about these Cowboys.
What about him?
This playoff run, man. You know
Yeah,
what's
man.
gonna happen.
We about to go on a. Let's see. This is 7 games. We about to go on a 9-game win streak right now.
Mm.
There you go. Look, you heard it here first.
You heard it. You heard it.
Dinucci.
Yeah. Nah. Andy Dalton. Hopefully. I don't know, man. It's been a tough year, man. Tough. We weren't playing well. Yeah, we weren't playing well when Dak was there. It was more of he just was able to like get the ball rolling at the middle of the third quarter and then the fourth quarter, and they were putting up all these stats, but we were still losing. We could literally right now be 0-8 because we almost lost to the Giants and we were down big to the Falcons and ended up coming back and winning that on a miracle onside kick type bullshit. So we could technically be 0-8 with Dak starting 5 of those games. So, I mean, it's just been a tough year. I don't know. Our defense, they don't play with heart. I seen a video earlier today where they were showing the Washington football game, and they handed the ball off to one of the dudes on Washington, and he was running, and you could see our safety, Xavier Woods, he take off running the other way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he turned around, and then he tries to grab the dude from behind. Like, he didn't want to take that heads-up hit or nothing like that. I don't know what the situation was, but he was running from the running back just to try and get to him side by side to tackle him. Like, he didn't want that. Like, he didn't want to hit him or something. So, I don't know. I don't know what kind of defense we're playing. Offensive-wise, I mean, we got talent, but it's not showing on the field, so I don't know what's going on. It's just a tough season. Tough season.
Tough season for the Niners. Tough season for Dallas. Tough season for a lot of teams. Most of it is injury. And it's one of these situations where it just seems like as soon as we are on the mend, we get a running back, we get another one that's going out. Jimmy G is hurt again. It don't look like the Yak brothers are gonna do anything this year. So it's not looking too good. I did like what I saw. I didn't like what I saw against Miami. That's when I thought though, like, okay, this is gonna be the barometer of the team. We'll see how we can play. We got Ran Ogler Stadium, and then I mean, we're 4-4 in a division, or in a division that is looking like the best division in the league.
Right.
And us being in the basement in a league like that, in a division like that, we're not going to do much anything. Not going to do anything. Kittle's out for the rest of the season, in my opinion. Say 8 weeks. Within our next 8 weeks, we do have a bye week, but I don't think he'll be playing again this year. And it's just looking bad.
I don't see no reason for him to come back unless you guys are like in that 12 win range or some shit like that, you know?
Yeah. Something miraculous.
Yes. But the Cowboys, like, the one thing, like, with the Cowboys is people try to blame it on the whole COVID and they had to do their Zoom meetings and stuff like that, and which is cool, you know what I'm saying? That's a good thing to try and blame it on, but the matter of fact is every team did that. And there's teams out here that are thriving. And there's teams that are out here and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, you know, even with the whole situation. So I don't take that to heart. You could probably say that being the fact that with the new defensive coach that we have, he switched up from, I believe we were running a 3-4 to now we're running a 4-3.
4-3.
So, like, that's putting players out of their position that they normally play in and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I mean, you got to get out there and you got to play and you got to win. And we've had very winnable games and we just haven't done it. And we've had non-winnable games, so we just haven't done it. No excuse about it other than the fact that we should be 0-8, not 2-6.
Look, when we beat New England, I was like, okay, that's when we can hang our hat on this New England win. And then they turn around and lose, and I was like, oh yeah, New England ain't that good anymore. It's like that's not the same New England team. So I can't even be like, yeah, we beat this team. It don't even count no more in my opinion. So that's the kind of season that we're having.
Yeah, it's just different. It's different out there in New England.
It's
like
different.
they losing way more games than they used to.
Yeah.
They not used to losing that many games.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a little bit.
Shit.
There were different. A lot of people on both sides of the fence when it came to talking about Tom Brady and Bill Belichick splitting and how they both would fare without the other one. What were you guys' original take on who would do better without the other, and do you still feel the same way?
I didn't have an original take on that. I think it was just all going to fare on where Tom Brady went, in all honesty. If he went to a team, the teams that were out there for him available to go to was the Chargers, the Bears, and Tampa Bay. So they all had good weapons and stuff like that. I never was like a big, it's more Brady than Belichick or the opposite way. But one thing I do think that is hurting the Patriots, which is hurting them as far as getting talent on the field, is the fact that they have of the 21 starters from the Super Bowl 2 years ago, they only got like 3 players on the team out of those starters. And then this year, I believe they had like 9 defensive players opt out because of COVID.
Yeah, it was a big chunk.
And so when you have 9 of your defensive players opt out, that's going to hurt you defensively.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that they have the money. They didn't have the money to go get nobody because all the players that opted out, those contracts are still on the books. So you can't just be like, I'll go get, somebody who can help us because of this situation. And that's hurting them now. And Cam Newton's like, fuck, give me somebody besides Deion Lewis.
Yeah. Out of the two, originally, I wasn't really sure, to be honest. Bill Belichick, I'm always looking at the coach before I look at the player.
Right.
Bill Belichick is the one that's making the schemes and, taking away the other team's best player on offense, that type of thing. Whereas Tom Brady, I always thought, well, he's playing with Bill Belichick, so he is benefiting from that.
Right.
Well, fast forward to today, Tampa Bay, even though they almost dropped that game yesterday, Tampa Bay last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, wouldn't have won a game like that. With a Tom Brady at the helm saying, whatever it is he said on the sideline, who knows? I wasn't there. But he probably riled those guys up and rallied those guys to try to play hard for this next series. Let's see if we can get a touchdown or whatever it is, and then play some defense. So it almost looked like Tom Brady is playing better than, well, Bill Belichick don't have an entire team right now, but as far as the pieces that he has, he's not able to get that team on the same level as he would last year, 2 years ago with Tom Brady.
Yeah. And I believe the Patriots have, 5 losses or 6?
Let's find out.
But whatever it is, they haven't had that many losses since Tom Brady tore his ACL.
Right.
Yeah.
And he had to miss the rest of the season. So
against Kansas City.
Third in the NFC, or in the AFC East. Third in the AFC East at 2-5. Yep.
2-5.
Bills about to clinch that. Dolphins are 4-3 though. That's surprising. 3 straight. Dang, y'all knew the Dolphins won 3 straight?
Nah, I didn't know they won 3 straight. I wasn't paying no attention. I will be now. I drafted Tua in
in the league?
the fantasy draft.
Oh, you drafted too?
And I was
Okay.
like, man. And then I was like, man, he ain't gonna play this year because Fitzpatrick was balling, so I dropped that dude. I should have never done that dude.
Listen, if I was a GM in real life, I'd be on the hot seat this year. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'd be trying to beg them for another year to fix it. Come on, let me get one more year. I could turn this around.
I've been trying to help you, but you've been ignoring my trade.
Look, because you be wanting my Sergio always try to come for my best players. I'm like, once I give them up, like I'm just giving up on the season.
Hey, but I send you good players.
I'd even try to get Kelsey. Well, he ain't tried it for a while, but like 2-3 weeks in a row, he kept trying to get Kelsey. I'm like, man, this is my best player. I can't let my only good player on my damn team go.
I'm at the goddamn bottoms.
Yeah, shit.
I'm at the
That's why you supposed to trade up.
I'm look.
Matter of fact,
It's time to trade. It's time to trade this.
I'm gonna send you a trade tonight, and Ricky, I'm gonna send you a trade tonight. Just go ahead and accept them.
Might as well be a fire sale right now. I ain't going nowhere.
I'm gonna take a look at this, man.
I mean, you want to see how far you can get first. But right now, I'm like, shit, I should have probably traded Kelsey all the weeks ago. I probably have a dead running back right now. So, I mean, but you never know.
I'm about to go ahead. I'm about to put this on the screen so the people can see this shit. Okay? I want you motherfucking people to see what I look like in this league right now. All right, and let me bring that down. I'm not going to take away our logos. There we go. Boom. There we go. Y'all don't give a fuck about our fantasy league, but we're going to talk about it anyway. I won this past week. I'm 3-5 now. Rio Rum Punch 77. That's Ricky. He 3-5. He took a loss this week.
Yeah, I took a good L. I took a close L. It was close, like 2 points. It was real close.
2 points, less than 2 points. Dreadsock took the loss to Fat Cat. Ah, man, that's horrible. That's horrible. Nobody wants to lose to Fat Cat.
That's because Zeke, man.
But he had 6-2. Looking at you got surpassed for. I thought you was number one. This loss fucked you up, huh?
Yeah. Well, that's only because the dude who's at number one, his offense, man, his offense be putting up points.
Hey, he tried to get Kittle from Kelsey from me too.
I actually got him this week. So number one and number two is going head to head this week.
Oh,
I'm actually up a couple. I was 9. That win got me a little boosty boost. I'm still in the bottoms, but I was in the bottoms.
But you ain't.
I was in the
bottoms. Yeah, you ain't down in the slums with me, dog. I'm in the slums right now.
Listen, Trill, he's not here, so I don't care if you feel like we talking shit about him, but you got to stay out the bottoms. Trill be in the bottoms every year. Trill be at the bottoms every year. I don't know if he was present for the draft or if he was present for other drafts. But if you look here on the side too, the biggest blowout of the week was Team Monty versus Team Trilla, 134-88.
Ooh, housed.
Got smacked.
Housed.
He beat him by 46.75 points. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who we got? What's Trill's problem? I know people don't care about this, but this is funny to me. Josh Allen, DJ Moore. That's where you fucking up. Josh Allen's your starter. Singletary, Hines is playing all right. Evan Ingram, Justin Jackson. You got Devontae Freeman on the bench. Michael Gallup, Duke Johnson, Jordan Atkins. Oh yeah. Yeah, bro. He has no backup quarterback.
He only got one quarterback?
He only has one quarterback. He's got two
I didn't know he
defenses.
could do that.
He got two defenses and two kickers.
Yeah, how you got two? Okay, two defenses. I get it, but two kickers right now.
He has two
man.
kickers, Justin Tucker and Fairbairn. I'm not gonna try to come. I'm not gonna see. That's what I get for trying to say it. Yeah, I might have to trade him a quarterback, man. He know he want Tom Brady. I'm sending that over tonight. I'm sending that trade over tonight. He know he can get Tom Brady, get him out the bottoms.
The bottoms.
Listen, moving forward, before we take our break, we want to talk NFL trade deadline. Deadline's approaching, so we got the trade watcher up. Let's go over a few trades. I know we wanted to specifically talk about the defensive trades. There's been a lot of them, but I'm gonna just run through a list real quick. The Dolphins send wide receiver Isaiah Ford to New England, getting the receiver back there.
They needed one. That's a good question.
The Patriots finally landed a wide receiver in the form of Isaiah Ford for the AFC rival Dolphins.
The Cowboys should have traded Michael Gallup to the Patriots for Stephon Gilmore.
Man, I thought Gilmore was gone. I couldn't even believe his name was out there.
They wanted a player and a first round draft.
And a first rounder. Yeah.
And a first round pick.
Yo, I'm mad if somebody trade me for a 7th round pick.
I'm mad at both teams.
That's what I'm worth.
Like you wouldn't even offer
I'm
nothing.
worth for 7, bro. I'm worth for 7.
Hey, but obviously, if you're sending a 7, you're getting back a 7. So what's the point of trading the 7?
Saying, bro. I'm just
like
saying.
unless it's like a 3rd, 5th, and a 7.
Something like that. Or like a 2 for like 2 years or something.
That's crazy. Patriots are requesting a 1st round pick for Stephen Gilmore. 20 tackles on the season, 1 forced fumble, 1 interception, 2 pass deflections. I didn't even know they counted pass deflections. Chargers send Desmond King. Oh, go ahead.
The deadline is already passed, right?
Yeah, it was today.
Oh, it's
Okay.
today.
All right.
My bad. Okay. Chargers send Desmond King to the Titans. Oh, no, nothing. Okay. Saints acquire Pro Bowler Quan Alexander from the 49ers.
I think that's a good deal for the Saints.
That's a good deal for y'all. Good deal for y'all. I know I guess what we're trying to do is get rid of contracts at this point. I don't know, but he was one of the hot boys, and now he's gone. So he's gonna play good for y'all. And the thing about that is, the first time he plays is probably gonna be against us. So we'll see, man. He probably gonna know all the plays. He look.
Well, you guys got the condition. You guys got a conditional 5th round pick and Kiko Alexander. I said Alexander. I said Alonzo.
Yeah. So we'll see, man. That's interesting. That was an interesting move.
Steelers acquire Avery Williamson after the Devin Bush injury.
Yeah, that's a big pickup for them.
59 tackles on the season. Oof.
You're probably the only one tackling for the Jets.
Not anymore.
We're gonna tackle now. Yo, you know what?
The Jets are like,
I'm sorry.
The Jets are like, we're trading your ass because you're tackling too much.
We're trying to tank. Don't you see that?
We're trying to lose, and you out here tackling and shit.
You out here playing your ass off. What's wrong with you?
We about to find that out right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I gotta look this up. We gotta see.
Most tackles on the Jets.
Yeah, I'm finna see who got this. We finna see who got this shit. Oh yeah. All right. Stats. Rushing, no. Defense. There we go. Total tackles. Hewitt is number 1 with 67. It's not a bad spread.
No.
Hewitt's number 1 with 67. Dennis Williamson with 59. May got 47. Desir got 44. Poole got 42. 36, 31, 31, 16. Okay. Not that bad. I was hoping I would see something hilarious like everybody else has like 14 tackles or some shit.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. Let's see what we got here. New Orleans says they're not trading Michael Thomas. Good thing. Bengals, Carlos Dunlap to Seattle.
Yeah, that's a good pickup. Pass rusher for the Seahawks, which is a department that they've lacked in all season. So,
shit, you could have fooled me. I just watched their defense eat the whole quarterback up and spit his bones out. I saw all that shit. Mm-hmm. That was hard. But yeah, man, it's one of those situations where the rich get richer. Yeah, I just I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, for sure. Everson Griffin dealt to the Lions in exchange for a 6th-round pick. I hear that echo again.
Yeah, me too. One thing on that Carlos Dunlap is before the season started, I had said that I would like for the Cowboys to trade for him. And a couple of people I know, they were like, "Oh, you're crazy. They Bengals aren't going to trade Dunlap." And the same thing I was saying we should offer the Bengals, the motherfucking Seahawks offered, and that's what they got him for.
That's sick. That's sick.
Yeah. A lot of trades going down. Defensive players flying out everywhere. You guys got any specific ones as I try to close this list up? Still, the list is long.
No, just those ones we've mentioned were like the most
recent.
One is gone.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yes, sir. So on that note, we will take a commercial break. On the other side of the commercial break, we got legit or bullshit. You know what it is. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Hey, yo, Dress Socks.
What's up, man?
Bro, did you just have a Jordan jersey on?
Nah, you seeing things.
You sure?
Positive, man. You don't rock with that.
I thought I saw 23.
Nah, it was 33.
All right, bro. All right, well, showtime, bro. We got a show to do.
I'll be out.
All right.
Out of bounds, out of bounds.
This is out of bounds.
What's up, y'all? Sir, didn't you just have a Jordan jersey on?
No, man.
Dawson, didn't he just have a Jordan jersey on?
No, you been had that jersey on.
Tripping.
Whose man's is this?
Out of bounds.
Yo, we got like 5 minutes left to the show start, man. Where's Dress Socks at?
I don't know, probably studying his stats. I'll go check on him.
Yeah. See where that fool at.
You got on the Jordan jersey.
Stop playing.
Man, bro, fucking hurt my arm and shit. It's not 23, bro.
That was a Jordan. He was wearing a Jordan jersey.
Larry Bird. It's not even red. Get it in your head, bro.
I'm telling you, first.
It was 33, man.
Fuck. Take a picture this time. Got his ass. Yo, what'd I tell you?
At the picture?
The picture.
Bro, it's 33, bro.
Larry Bird.
Maybe if you hold it at an angle?
Look, you got show to do. Just go wake him up. You worried about angles and shit.
Over because he could. I forgot to unmute the mics. My bad. What up? I'm gonna start over from the top. What up, Samson? I see you in the comments. Yeah, man. We have moved in many different ways. We're not on Facebook no more. We're on YouTube now, so it's fuck Facebook if you ask any of us. And we on Tuesdays while football is the only sport going.
Yeah, Tuesdays and fuck Facebook,
Right.
punk ass bastards.
So if you ask us what days we on, it's Tuesday and fuck Facebook.
That's it.
Those are the days that we on.
That's the answer.
Two
That's
days.
the answer right there.
Tuesdays and fuck Facebook. Okay. You guys know what time it is then, right? Let's
Yes,
get
sir.
into a little legit bullshit. Listen, man.
It's time for
That's motherfucking bullshit.
Yeah, that's legit.
Legit or Bullshit
Man, that's some bullshit.
on Out of Bounds, only on SDR Uncut.
Right now.
You know what it is. I'm gonna say some shit. You gonna tell me whether you think it's legit or whether you think it's bullshit. We gonna get it like that. You know how the game works. You know how we
Let's
do
go.
this. All right. Let's do this. Legit or bullshit number 1. Mike D'Antoni has signed to the Brooklyn Nets as an assistant coach under Steve Nash, a player he used to coach. Y'all remember back in Phoenix. So, legit or bullshit number 1. D'Antoni can handle being an assistant to Steve Nash. Comment in the comments too whether you think it's legit or bullshit.
I'm gonna say legit. He's gonna have to, whether he wants to or not. He's gonna have to.
He's gonna have to.
I think he's run his course as a head coach in the league, and so if he wants to stick around and not go back overseas, this is what he's gonna have to do.
Yes,
I'm gonna say legit for the same reason. Even when he was in Phoenix and in LA with them, you're now the tables are turned where now he get to almost tell you what to do because you're the assistant's assistant. But he don't have a choice.
Myers on that team.
Yes,
As a fucking coach.
They got the whole unit going.
Yeah, so this is a rare occasion. It ought to be interesting, but I think he'll be professional about it, and I think he'll do well.
He signed for a reason. I think it's legit because, like you said, he'll have to. This is the position he finds himself in. Best believe he didn't take this position when there were head coach positions on the table. I don't think he had it. I don't think he had any head coach positions on the table. And he probably respects Steve Nash and the opportunity to be able to coach with to coach KD and Kyrie. It's probably a good opportunity to take. So he might have to have a little ingratiation period before he can get himself back at head coach. But I'll tell you what, the Brooklyn Nets look like they about to they set to fucking take the most shots in the league next year. That's a fact.
That's 7 or seconds. You know
part
2.
Steve Nash, your head coach. Mari Stoudemire, coach. D'Antoni, assistant. You know? Yeah, across the board, they taking shots.
They're running too. They're going to be running.
Yeah.
They're going to be running.
The Brooklyn Nets are going to be like when you show up to the party late and everybody already half drunk. You taking shots. You taking shots soon as you come in. You know what I'm saying?
Soon as you come in,
Soon as you come in, you throwing shots up. You feel me?
Shots.
Samson said bullshit, but we got to see. Let's move forward.
Samson.
For sure. Back at it. Let's keep it on the Nets right now. We didn't get to see the Nets at full potential at all. We got Kyrie for a little bit, and then we got a Brooklyn Nets team that was without Kyrie in the bubble. So we haven't got them at full potential, but with Kyrie, of course, coming back, and KD saying he's ready to ball. I've seen him talk on interviews saying he's good. He ready to ball. Legit bullshit number 2. The Nets are the favorites for next year to win the championship, just to be clear.
To win the whole thing?
Yes.
As it stands right now? Damn, that's a tough one. Because I want to say that my Lakers are going to be favored to come back again. I would say that they are favorites to win the East. I'm gonna go bullshit because I gotta stick with the Lakers. I'm gonna go bullshit. Not to discount the team because that's gonna be a tough out for anybody.
You got them going though. You got them going.
I got them going.
Okay.
They're gonna win the East, but I don't know about winning the whole championship.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say bullshit on the whole championship win. I'm gonna say bullshit on that. Man, I don't even know if they're gonna win the East, to be honest. I think they'll be very competitive. I think they'll be the top 4 team in the East, but I don't know if they'll win the East.
Hey, home court in the playoffs is a big step from where they were this year.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll take that.
Shit, home court in the playoffs for anybody is a big step from this year.
For real. If there is an actual home court.
Yeah.
If there's an actual home court, we got to see that part.
Just to have a court.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just to have a real court.
That's true.
Samson said, hell no, Boston in the East, but the Lake Show running things right now, so bullshit. I'm gonna say legit. This is why I'm gonna say legit though. Not because they'll be my favorites to win it all. I think that the Nets will be the widespread favorites. Like I think a lot of people will be saying, oh, the Nets are gonna, be in the finals. The Nets are gonna be able to win it all. Just because the hype of KD and Kyrie playing together. We still ain't seen it yet.
Right.
We've seen all of the other new duos and new team ups, but we haven't seen that one yet.
We haven't seen that. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I think they're gonna be overhyped. That was it.
I was gonna say we haven't seen them play together. We haven't even seen the new coaching staff and their style of play. Even though I think all three of us have an idea how they're going to play, we haven't seen it on the court yet. So there's a lot of questions. I do get that, but I'm looking at the talent on that team. And I just think they're going to be a tough out in the East.
Yeah. Okay, moving forward, we've been hearing a lot of talk. We're going to keep it in the NBA. We've been hearing a lot of talks about the NBA possibly starting their season in December, starting the next season in December, which would only be about a couple month back, a couple month late, you know what I'm saying, as far as the season starting. So, legit or bullshit number 3, the NBA should start the season on Christmas Day, 2 months after their season just ended. This is a good idea. That's the legit or bullshit.
I'm gonna say bullshit just because of the teams that had to play in the bubble. Like they had to go through a lot to play in that bubble, and they played. I don't know. They didn't have any damn days off really until they got to the playoffs. Basically, it was the conference championship and the finals was the only time that they had like an extra day of rest or anything like that. Other than that, it was back-to-back games or every other night. And so I'm going to say bullshit from the player standpoint, but from the league standpoint, legit. Because they say if they don't start by Christmas, they're bound to lose $1 billion. So when you put that money in front of the owners, them motherfuckers are like, wait.
That's motivation.
You say $1 billion?
You say $1 billion?
With a B?
Not $1 billion. $1 billion.
Billions. Let Trump say it. Billions and billions.
Billions and billions.
Billions and billions. Hey, sexy reindeer in the house.
I would say legit. I would say they'll be motivated to start it. Also, you have to think about the 2021 Olympics. The players that are going to play on Team USA, they may have to start it, and I don't know if they're going to adjust the number of games or when they're going to stop the season or how they're going to take care of that. That's not going to be my headache to take care of. But I think starting the season early as possible to try to at least get the season or what part of the season they can get done or that they're going to play to then give Team USA a chance to play in the Olympics. It's probably going to be one of their few shots to get a decent amount of games in that season. So I got to go legit on that.
Well, their hope is to get 72 games in starting on Christmas. Mm-hmm. But if you're say LeBron, KD, Kyrie, you make it to the finals and it's in June, are you going to the Olympics in July or August?
Probably not.
I mean, probably not.
And especially like a LeBron, because you just got done, you got to play another 72 games after playing.
In the bubble.
In the bubble. So I don't know. It's crazy. I understand it from a financial standpoint. Like you don't want to lose that kind of money because that trickles all the way down because players and owners, they're 50%. The revenue is 50%. So the players got to look at it as that's $500 million.
Yeah.
Just like the owners are looking at it as $500 million. The players got to look at it as so. And then you also got the players that haven't played since the previous February.
That was going to be my point. You got players and teams that have not played a lick of basketball, and they need to get their shit in. I mean, if certain teams that feel like they have the ability to really get started later on in the season, 10, 15, 20 games in, you know what I'm saying, really get shit kicked off, those teams can maybe take a little break towards the beginning of the season. I think the NBA has to understand that one. Like, you can't be asking the Lakers and the Heat to be, you know what I'm saying, like specifically them, but any other teams that made the conference finals or anybody that played in the playoffs, like they've been there for a while. They just got LeBron and them just stopped playing. Like literally.
Right.
It's before we literally right before we read this legitimate bullshit question, they just stopped playing basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, and already we talking about starting. I think I'm ready. I want it. Give it to us so we can have basketball and football again together.
Yeah.
And I think again, like those big players, LeBrons, other people, they're gonna have to take that rest if you got to take it. But you know that there's people like the Warriors, the Nets, that are ready to get back to basketball.
I'll name a team that was in the bubble that also can't wait to get back to basketball, and that's the Phoenix Suns. The undefeated Phoenix Suns, who should have been in the damn bubble. And the Grizzlies. But just didn't make it. And the Grizzlies. These are two teams that can't wait to get back on the court. So,
yeah.
It's kind of a, it's kind of a seesaw type of thing. You got teams that are ready to go. You got teams that are still trying to rest. So,
yeah. I just don't want to see any like major injuries to major stars because of this.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I'm thinking of. Is like, man, you gotta. That's a risk. But then again, if the season played regularly and the Olympics happened in August, we'd be talking about the same thing. Because you'd play all of August and then you'd have a month and a half off before the regular season started.
For the regular season,
I guess it's the same. We can kind of put it on the same scale as if you played all of last year. So
Yeah.
I think they're just trying to get it back to normal and be done with the season by June, like they normally are, so they can get back to the normal routine.
Yeah.
That's how baseball got it. That was the part that baseball was able to get right because they play 162 games. They were able to make a decision and still have enough time to say, okay, we're going to go from this date. We're going to end it at how it would end the regular season and then just go through the playoffs. It was a different format and all that stuff as far as the playoffs concerned. But at time-wise, they finished around the time they would have finished in the regular season.
Right.
So that's another thing that I think the NBA is trying to do. I mean, to touch on your point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the best thing because they got to get back to some type of sense of normalcy. Like, and while the players decided, and we're all happy and glad that they decided to go play more basketball in the bubble. We wanted that. We needed that.
Absolutely needed it.
We respect that. I wanted to go back to normal. They had to expect that they were going to have to come back quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be some abbreviation as far as the break.
I think a lot of them were thinking though, like MLK weekend though. That's what a lot of them are thinking. I think what it is, I think the NBA is trying to get it Christmas because everybody's like, oh, NBA don't start till Christmas anyway. So I think they're trying to get it for Christmas, and then they could still get the All-Star game in by then.
But we don't want to see no getting it out the cobweb games at Christmas. Dude, there's a reason why we say the NBA doesn't start till Christmas. That's because the games are starting to count more. People got their records, their preliminary records or whatever for the beginning of the season are coming up, and they, the games matter more. Just because it's on Christmas don't mean that it's going to be a great game. Just because when you know what I'm saying, when we watching the first game of the season and it's the Lakers versus the Warriors, it's how great is the game going to be?
Right.
Yeah.
LeBron gonna play like 20 minutes if he there.
And that's the thing. If it is on Christmas, are you gonna put it Lakers versus Clippers and then Bucks versus Celtic? Like, are you gonna match up the good teams, or are you gonna give these guys a chance to get in a groove?
Who wants to come back at that time of year? Who wants to come back and play basketball at that time of year? Like to start playing. Like, bro, give us 10 more days. We'll start like January 3rd or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I like the MLK weekend idea. I didn't even hear about that one, but when Serge brought it up, I'm like, shoot, that's where we can start kind of a preseason format, and then when we get to MLK weekend, we can be ready to go from that point to the end of the season. However they're going to do the end of the season. That way we can be finished, and then the beginning of the next season can actually start on time.
Shout out Samson said, great veterans not loving it at all. And injuries might pile up due to exhaustion. It'll be load management like a motherfucker. And we might have to see teams like the Knicks make the playoffs. Oof. If we want to see that. We won't see that. I heard Carmelo might go back to New York though.
If the Knicks make the playoffs, that means this is a bad season for everybody.
Yeah. Now, who got hurt? Let's go with the first question. How the hell did that happen?
What if we got like the Knicks and the Timberwolves in the finals?
Oh my gosh.
We'll see how many people will watch that.
Frank Ntilikina and the Knicks. Just to say Frank Ntilikina and the Knicks. Like, come on. You don't need, just say the Knicks. Since some people name
the NBA, I think ratings were bad for the Lakers and Heat. God.
Ooh, that'd be horrible.
Those ratings would be atrocious. They might as well just do the G League.
That's crazy. Yeah, they might as well at that point. All right, we need to move on. We've been on this one for a minute. That was 3, right? All right, moving out of the NBA, legit or bullshit number 4. We all been here. We all in here. We in the pandemic. We all in this shit. Okay? And all of us have been hurt. Stuff's been taken from us, or we've been sitting at home. It's been not going good for us. But there is one thing that the pandemic may have done that is good. Legit or bullshit number 4. The best thing the pandemic did was kill the Pro Bowl.
Yes. Legit. We're going to have to sit there and watch that damn backyard. It's organized backyard football. We're going to have to watch that shit. Nobody pay attention to it anyway. Yeah, I'm happy. Kill that motherfucker. Kill him.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. Legit on that one. Nobody liked watching the Pro Bowl. I think the Pro Bowl died maybe like 10 years ago.
It's been hanging on.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's been hanging on by a little bit.
The Pro Bowl been hanging on like Sam Bradford was hanging on.
Keep on keeping on.
The one move they did is try to put it to the week before the Super Bowl, but then that it disqualifies a lot of teams that made it to a lot of players that made it to the Super Bowl. So
nope,
it was still watered down.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Yeah, and players weren't playing anyway. A lot of motherfuckers was dropping out, and then you had like the 7th guy on the list, and then they was considering him a Pro Bowl. Nah, motherfucker, you ain't a Pro Bowl. It took 7 motherfuckers to drop out for you to get in here. You're not the Pro Bowl.
He put it on his resume though, with the quickness.
Put it on the resume.
And I will miss dodgeball. I'll say that. I'll be honest. I like the dodgeball on the. Yeah, I'm gonna miss dodgeball, but other than that, bye Pro Bowl. You can peace out.
Go on.
Peace out. Go on, get.
Okay, I was waiting for my gunshot. I clicked it a long time ago. I don't know what's wrong with my gun. I cocked it back, I shot it, and it didn't, There we go. That's what the Pro Bowl gets. And the Kawhi.
He didn't want to agree with us. He didn't want to agree with us. That's why.
That's crazy.
The gunshots were like, I don't know if we should kill it, but.
Yeah, I like that too. Samson said legit because we want an actual AFC versus NFC. I mean that was the Pro Bowl back in the day, but still. Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, but before they went on to this drafting, they weren't playing then either. When it was AFC versus NFC.
Oh, he talking shit. He said hanging on like the Cowboys quarterback versus Steelers front 7.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Uh-oh, gunshots. Air horns. Kawhi laugh.
He gonna be talking his stuff, and then when they lose, he gonna be quiet.
Yeah, look, I'm telling you, boy, when your team goes 7-0, that chest, you know what I'm saying?
That chest be like,
out, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know what it is? 7-0.
That's why Andy Dalton is gonna be like, nah, I still got a little remnants of concussion. Ben DiNucci need to play. Let him get fucked up. Let him get fucked up by Bud Dupree and TJ Watt and Williamson now. And
listen, when you 7-0, you know you got room to talk shit.
Yeah, that's true.
You know you got room because you could take a couple more losses and be like, hey, we 7-2.
We 7-2 though.
You know what I'm saying?
We ain't 3-4.
We take a good amount of losses right there. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't think I answered. I'm gonna go legit for sure. I'm pretty sure I was talking about it enough for y'all to know I was going legit with it. But yeah, Pro Bowl's dead. I like it. Hopefully they will build on our excitement that it's not coming to just be like, you know what, maybe we should dead the Pro Bowl. But I doubt it. It's money. It's all about money.
Yeah, just do it like the first first team, all defense, whatever. Just how the NBA do it. Just do it that way. Honorable mention.
It's all about.
Y'all don't want to play any damn way.
NFL just needs to allow out of bounds to be the ones who commentate at the Pro Bowl. We'll get that motherfucker excited.
Get it lit.
I bet you they'll watch it then. No censor.
They gotta uncensor it though, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. They gotta make a deal with HBO or something.
Uncensored.
We gotta make a deal with HBO or something like that. We gonna have a Pro Bowl lit. Oh, did you see how you hit that motherfucker, boy? Shit. Damn. That shit was crazy.
Man, they out here trying to rip this motherfucker head off. Did you see that shit?
Man, oh, you see it. You see it. He bitched him on that play.
Oh shit.
All right.
The teleprompters be all. The teleprompters be all.
I don't know where y'all put B. I don't know where y'all
R-rated.
put a B and 4 stars right there. That's bitch. That's bitch. I know that word.
I know what that is.
I know. What
I wouldn't even look at the teleprompter. I'd be like, "Sir, you're not reading what we're putting." Oh, didn't know I was supposed to.
Oh my bad.
I thought that was just for. I thought that was just in case.
Yeah, I thought it was ad-libbing in this
You know what I'm saying? I
motherfucker.
thought it was just in case I needed some help. I look at the teleprompter.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up. Legit or bullshit number 5. Last season will be the best year of Lamar Jackson's career.
Ooh.
A lot of people talk down on Lamar. He turned up on them last year, but it's looking like it's turned down a little bit. We know the NFL. We know how the NFL catches on to motherfuckers. You don't get too many years of being great if it's not in there. And even some of them that it's in there, you just get a bad year where they got your number, and you gotta adjust.
Yeah.
So what is it, guys? Legit or bullshit? Is it hype or is it facts?
I hate to do it because I'm a Lamar fan, but I'm going to say legit. I think his MVP year is going to be his best year. I don't think he wins another MVP, but I mean, if they win the Super Bowl like we all predicting them to go to the Super Bowl, we didn't say they were going to win it, but we predicted them to go. If they win it, then, do we retract this statement?
Right. Right.
Depending on how he plays in the big game.
Because winning a Super Bowl is way better than being an NFL MVP.
I'll take that any day. Any day of the week. Any day of the week.
You think Nick Foles gives a shit who won MVP that year?
Hell no. He got a ring.
He got a ring, and he got the MVP of that Super Bowl ring. So,
yeah. I think Lamar is young enough to maybe make a run at another good season. Maybe we'll see when that will be. But the way it stands now, I'm gonna have to go legit. We looking at Pittsburgh, who, he when he plays against. I don't want to call Pittsburgh elite, but they are upper tier. They're upper tier team as far as record anyway. And they played their asses off against they played their asses off too. But when he plays against a team like Pittsburgh, it seems like he has more issues than like when he played against my Niners and just made us look really bad. We wasn't a really good team that game, and he exploited that. But Mike Tomlin just found a way to either contain him, whatever the case was, whatever it was, it worked. And it may be a flaw that may be exploited in his game that nobody paid attention to until now. But I think it's legit, though. I think it's legit. That might be it. That might be it.
I'm going to go legit as well, man. Listen, this is one of those things where we've seen how Lamar Jackson responded to all of the people doubting him. So I'm just hoping that the young brother responds to people doubting him again. He had a great year. I retracted a lot of statements because I was one of the non-believers. I retracted a lot of statements last year. I apologized to the man last year. And look, it was a great year. But it's looking like I was right. Was it an asterisk? Oh, not. We'll find out. Samson disagrees with us, though. He says BS. He thinks he'll be just fine. He thinks he'll be fine just because he's the cover of Madden and he's a black quarterback. He's in a division with 2 other Heisman winners and a quarterback that's won 2 Super Bowls and a coach that never had a losing season. Who's that?
Mike Tomlin's a badass. Yeah,
Tom's
that motherfucker right there.
Look, I commend John Harbaugh for believing in Lamar Jackson and sticking with him when nobody would. I'm hoping that this is just one of those years where the NFL catches up with you. Like, we're not going to let all that shit slide. Sophomore slump. Granted, last year wasn't his first year, right? But it was his first year starting.
Right.
So, yes, Sophomore slump. Hopefully that's it. I would love to see Lamar Jackson get more opportunities to reach the Super Bowl. We had a great year.
Maybe he'll need more motivation, like the out of bounds team. Saying,
we can't put it all on Lamar now. The Ravens are not a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
Hey, but the Ravens just got Des Bryant, so
hey,
maybe he'll help the passing game.
Nah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But I think that's it right there for legit bullshit. And that is also all we got on the ticker tonight. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry we couldn't keep you guys longer away from the presidential election. I don't know what's going on right now. Are they covering it? Are they counting votes yet?
NBC is showing some of the states that the candidates are projected to win. So
okay.
They got some of the polls in.
Look, hopefully this is not a late night like it was last election. Look, I was tripping. I was like, look, come on, Hillary, just give it up. Just give it up. Just give it up. Come on, Hillary.
I think because this year a lot of people decided to go ahead and do that early voting.
Yeah.
Yeah. The voting turned out big time this year. Big time. You got a lot of people that never voted for the first time ever in their life. So this is a big election.
Yeah. Any final smoke before we get out of here?
Yeah, the Cowboys gonna beat the shit out of the Steelers in Dallas.
Personalities think you want smoke? Call me Mr. Chimney. I want smoke.
That's a bold take.
I'm sorry. Say that again. I accidentally clicked the button.
Oh, damn.
I said the Cowboys are going to beat the shit out of the Steelers in Dallas. Big Ben probably going to get hurt.
We're going to wait for Samson to say something about that, and he just talked shit. He said, and Dead Man Dez ain't going to do shit.
Dead Man Dez.
Dead Man Dez.
I like that.
Dez lying.
I like that one. I like that one.
You got some smoke? Got some smoke, Rick?
I ain't got nothing. Man.
Man, you got 2 championship teams behind you, and you ain't gonna smoke with them.
No smoke?
You know what? All right, since you pulled it out,
there we go.
I do got some smoke, damn it.
Let's go.
Look, I'm tired of everybody putting asterisks on my damn championships this year.
Gunshot.
Gunshot. They put the asterisks on the Lakers. They put the asterisks on LeBron. They put the asterisks on the coaching staff. Then you go to the Dodgers. They put the asterisks on the Dodgers because it's a 60-game season. But this is what I'm gonna say on both of the leagues. You had multiple teams with the same opportunities, and my 2 teams just happen to be the ones to win. You want to put asterisks on it? That's all right because it still counts.
Hey, the only ones putting asterisks is the ones who their team got beat and they didn't have the opportunity.
You know what I'm saying?
So in baseball, it's all the Yankee fans. Oh, no, that's not even a real ring.
Hey, but you know what though?
For the Lakers, it's everybody who hates LeBron. So
everybody who hates LeBron put an asterisk on it. He needed all these dudes to win and all that. Man, anybody try to hear that?
Yeah.
Anybody try to hear that? And you know what though? The one fan base that I expect to talk shit is the San Francisco Giants. I get that. Like, I don't even get mad when they talk shit because that's how it's supposed to go. But then you got other teams that's just like, man, they count it as I can't remember the numbers, like 3.7 of a championship or some shit like that. I was like, what? All right, I'll take it, but it still counts, so it's all good. Yeah, I got a little smoke. I had to hold that back a little bit. I do got a little smoke. They trying to asterisk my shit.
Listen, Samson said, weak ass Cowboys, 42-9 is the final.
Oh boy, that dude's busting.
42-9.
He said y'all flying back home just to kick a field goal.
How you do that?
Probably are. Shit.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Look.
Yeah.
We want to thank everybody, Samsung specifically for tuning in tonight, man. Anybody that's watching, man, make sure you do not hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Support our new venture here on YouTube. Like, share, comment. We got clips coming out later. Top 5 coming at you next week. Go check out the page. Catch all our top 5s, our legit bullshits, our skits, all of that shit. Listen, man, it's been a great one. And the only smoke I got tonight is fuck Jordan. LeBron is the GOAT. LeBron is the GOAT. I'm going to give him one gunshot. And a Kawhi laugh. And we out of here.
Fuck Jordan.
See y'all next week.